Thank you for that. So my name is Jason Conley. Today I'm going to walk you through a platform which is designed to help ambulatory surgery centers achieve and maintain their accreditation. And so what we've done is really tried to build a system that from A to Z helps facilitate all of your compliance needs. So one of the things that we've done is we've tried to make the system very intuitive and user-friendly. Most of the main components you can access here directly off the main dashboard by clicking on any one of these cards. We also have the left nav that you can reach out to and get to any one of those locations throughout the system. But we know that people do have questions from time to time, so I do want to point out this information center over here on the right. If at any point in time a user has a question on where to go or what to do next, we have these little information pop-ups to kind of guide them through that process. And then we have a series of helpful videos, pretty robust collection of videos actually. And then lastly, you're always more than welcome to reach out to our staff if you have any further questions. But first I'm going to jump into kind of our survey prep, which I said is comprised of our standards and our policies and procedures. And so the first part of that is the standards themselves. And so based on how you're accredited, and you guys said you're through AAAHC as well as CMS deemed status. And so when we set up the system, we will configure it so that it has access to that compliance content essentially. But I'm going to dive down into one of these cards and kind of drill down a little deeper and show you how things are organized. So here we do have a listing of all the standards that we believe are tied to the infection control protocols. And so this one here in particular, I'll dive into. And so our system provides a lot of ancillary documents and information to help guide you through that process. And so the first one of those is we go and look at these tabs here. Next, I'm going to jump into policies and procedures. We do have them all tied and associated to a standard. Some are associated to multiple standards, as you'll see. But one of the things that we have are these action buttons, and that's really important, and I want to point out that functionality. Policies and procedures are really designed to be living, breathing documents, right? Standards change, policies need to be updated. Sometimes best practices evolve, or even the way you conduct your operations changes, and you need to document that accordingly. The other kind of feature that we provide is the ability to have dynamic policies and procedures. And what we mean by that is any data point that we collect throughout the system. So it could be any of your facility information, any information about your staff, all that information we can dynamically insert into a policy and procedure or document. And jump into staff. And within staff, there are actually two components within the staff section. The first is these required roles. It's important to note here that, as we say, as you add all of your doctors, clinical and non-clinical staff members, you can assign roles regardless of title. When you add a staff member, we're effectively creating an electronic employee data file. And then upon upload, I can go ahead and set a reminder to go back and review that information. Next is facility information. So again, here we're capturing, a lot of this goes toward the agency application or part of the survey, but really what it is designed to have everything about your facility at the fingertips of the administrators. You could also upload the vendor contracts and set a reminder for those as well. So as those come up for renewal, you can give yourself enough lead time to be able to go back and renegotiate those and make sure that you're addressing those in a timely fashion. And then lastly, everything here, whether or not we create a reminder at the staff level or create a reminder at the facility or vendor management level, all those are tracked and monitored here. So this will be a combination of both your SCT, which are really system generated reminders, as well as any custom reminders that you've created. Big feature here, any one of these reminders in the system, as an administrator, you have the ability to delegate this to anybody. Once you save or acknowledge that that reminder was completed, it then moves from the active list over to history. So you can go back in time and look at everything that was done or completed. And then lastly, you have the ability to go in and manage these reminders. The third component of the system is our logging, and that consists of two parts. One is the administrative component, where we actually set up and configure the logs and allow you to report off them, as well as the logging app, and I'll show you both of those. For an individual log, this is kind of the preview section. So this will show you what the log will look like on the tablet or to the end user. We have a lot of flexibility with how we configure these logs. Once we have the locations and all the logs set up and those associated appropriately, we can then begin to invite users to the system. And so with that, I'm going to jump over to our logging app. So this information here, again, this is designed to be used on a tablet. It's not it's a web application, so it can be accessed from any web-enabled device, either a phone or a tablet or even a laptop or computer. Once you log in, you have access to all the logs that you've been given permission to. If I drill down into the log, we have kind of the description here. And again, this is completely customized based on how you want to be set up or what instructions you want to have listed there. But then they can go in and toggle through these different sections, be able to set them up accordingly, drop in any notes. If there are any attachments that they want, they can go ahead and upload those. If they are on a tablet, it will prompt them and ask them if they want to use the native camera so they can take a picture and upload that.
If you would like to schedule a complete demonstration of all the features and functions of Surgical Center Toolbox, click the Schedule a Demo button and select a convenient time. Thank you. We look forward to hearing from you.